Hi Leo Moons, thank you so much for being here. I am Divine from Care 144, very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Leo, unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For this reading, I will be doing a 3-card spread, mind, body, and spirit, using the melanated classic tarot deck. I'm going to clarify those 3 cards using the Egyptian tarot deck. And at the end of your reading, I will do an overall card coming from the major arcana using the golden tarot deck. I've already pre-shuffled all of the decks. I'm going to shuffle the first deck just a few more times and split the deck to begin your reading. But before I do that, would like to give honor, recognition, and thanks to Scorpio Moons who are being featured in the Spotlight series, a very supportive energy for the tribe and for the collective here. Where I do feel a lot of the Scorpio Moon energy amongst the tribe has gone through major transformation, significant healing, restoration, and is doing a lot better in a more positive manner, and feeling really good about it and just wanting to share that love. And so with the white energy, that being connected to the moon being the ruler of Cancer, the moon is also debilitated in Scorpio energy. So the white energy being very supportive energy for Scorpios. Also connected to stability, mother energy, and strong mindset. The roses are a strong symbol for Scorpio, those also being a very healing energy, but also having major components to it in the makeup and build of the rose and all that it represents, all the way down to the smell, along with the visual, it being Venus energy that's coming through. But every single thing about the rose being very significant when it comes to healing, but then also the visual, the senses, and that being a part of Taurus energy very strongly. Venus being the ruler of Taurus and Libra. And the color red coming through, connected to Scorpio energy as well, with the red rose. But with the white rose, it's more about that healing energy and the restoration and rebirth from deep transformative energy from Scorpio moons. So with that being said, I was guided to read the actual moon placement, read on the actual moon placement for each of the readings that I do during the Spotlight series for Scorpio moons. The wonderful supportive energy coming through. Let the moon be your guide. With these being moon sign readings, this is perfect. We are currently in the waning crescent moon. So with the waning moon energy card here, we do have what do you need to release? And I'm going to do a reading from the Moonology Oracle card guidebook here. And then also just read a few of the factual information on the current moon phase for today. This reading is timeless, but the energy is totally relevant and fluid. So the moon's current phase for today and tonight is a waning crescent phase. In this phase, the moon's illumination is growing smaller each day until the new moon. During this part of the moon cycle, the moon is getting closer to the sun as viewed from Earth, and the night side of the moon is facing the Earth with only a small edge of the moon being illuminated. This phase is best viewed an hour or two before sunrise, and I just got a nice little hello from the moon right before doing this reading. It's 2:48 in the morning, and Venus being right next to it, it was very pretty. It played peekaboo. It's hiding again, but it'll come back out. And it also says it can be quite beautiful if you're willing to get up early. It can also be a great time to see the features of the moon's surface along the edge where the illuminated portion meets the dark side. The craters and mountains cast long shadows, making them easier to observe with a telescope or binoculars. The waning crescent today on August 20th is 38%. This is the percentage of the moon illuminated by the sun. The illumination is constantly changing and can vary up to 10% a day. On August 20th, the moon is 23.33 days old. This refers to how many days it has been since the last new moon. It takes 29.53 days for the moon to orbit the earth and go through the lunar cycle of all 8 moon phases. And so for your reading here, what do you need to release? Waning moon. The waning moon points to what's falling away. Life goes in cycles, and sometimes we need downtime or to let go. No matter when the moon cycle, you pull this card, it's a sign that a situation has peaked for better or worse, and it's time for you to go easier. It's the autumn and winter of the cycle, so what do you need to release? Almost certainly, something from the situation you're asking about. This card can be very positive, but it can still be gently suggesting that you let something go and stop trying so hard. Attune to the moon by affirming it's safe to let go and move on. Additional meanings for this card: move forward with as little resistance as possible. This is not the time to start new projects. Releasing emotional baggage is recommended now. Say sorry to someone. Do energetic work such as meditation or yoga. Soon you will see what lies ahead. And the teaching: at the time of the waning cycle, take a moment to look up in the skies every night. You will see the moon growing smaller and smaller as she moves from full to new again. It's the time when things are falling away. It's certainly not the time to cling on to anyone or anything. Drawing this card suggests your situation is in its autumn and winter phase, so hunker down and start the regeneration process. All right, so I'm going to move this here. We got the music going. Let's get it popping. Leo moons. I do hope that that information and those messages were helpful for you. And it's going to be a movie day. We just got a lot of rain yesterday. It was really interesting. Came out of nowhere, like a hailstorm that lasted, I would say, for a couple of hours. A lot of rain. A lot of rain. I don't think I've seen that much rain in one time, like that amount, in that time period for a long time. Very cleansing energy. But because of the rain, it's Snuggly Day, and it's also the weekend. So for all of you catching this on the weekend, have a wonderful weekend. All right, Leo moons. We'll do a couple more here. All right, so for your mind card, beautiful energy. We have you. We have the sun. Rebirth energy coming through. So you definitely being in alignment. That white energy coming through very strongly here. Congratulations. This being the happiest card in the deck, but also your card, a card of Leo with the sun energy and the sun being your ruler here. This is so beautiful. Card of 19. That breaks down to an overall 1. That individualism, you really taking care of yourself, doing that intrinsic work and tapping in and connecting with your younger self, feeling alive. This could also be for some of you about a baby, this being father energy here. And the manifestation of a baby coming through. Beautiful live energy here, but illumination here too as well. And this brightness just being a part of your mindset here. I feel with you having moon energy in Leo and this coming through with the sun. It's speaking to the balance from within when it comes to the masculine and feminine energy. Father and mother energy, partnership, strength. and great illumination here. But most importantly, the balance coming through that's creating this happy energy, this happiness that's here. Being healed and going through that rebirth, I'm seeing the red being significant when it comes to that Scorpio energy and the roses. So I do feel it's that supportive energy that's coming through too. You may also have Scorpio or Aries energy very strong in your chart. Or this could be with the baby on the horse here. A Scorpio or Aries baby. If this is not about a baby, just getting this as being very much tied to your roots. And you being strong when it comes to that root chakra energy and having healed any kind of I would say any kind of past perspectives that were of any kind of toxicity related to old ways of thinking and being that were learned while growing up. So getting back to that truth of inner self, having a conversation, facing, doing the work. The Scorpio moon energy is coming through very strong. But facing those fears and those shadows, having that awareness, this also being awakening energy, but having that awareness that it really isn't that bad. And in facing that darkness, the light is being found here. Beautiful energy, able to feel through this and really embrace this energy. This being very strong in your mind here. Happiness overall coming through for you. In the body, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So with the awareness coming through, there being a rebirth energy of self, I am getting that it's a part of the realization of the dark energy. This being a part of the darkness, this Five of Pentacles upright. With this being in reverse, I'm just getting this being no longer here and not feeling left out in the cold. Realizing that the only person who can really truly leave you out in the cold is yourself. So manifesting this when it comes to the mind, being strong in the mind here, having that healed energy. And now moving accordingly when it comes to physical energy here. This could also be about someone related to this Five of Pentacles energy that may no longer be a part of your life here. You putting things to an end when it comes to this five energy. This particular five energy. Five energy can also stand for sexual passion. And Hierophant energy too. Spirituality. Pentacles energy is Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. But releasing any kind of lack mentality here. This just being no longer. Being able to move forward. And move forward successfully with this strong illumination connected to your moon sign. And being in the light. Healed and in the light. Having growth here too as well. The sunflower is coming through pretty strongly too. But releasing that lack mentality is what I'm getting mainly with this Five of Pentacles in reverse. For some of you, I am getting there being a return to the past. So very possible that someone that you're connected to from the past that may have felt left out in the cold or left you out in the cold, there may be a return with the illumination and the path being lit. So do take what resonates for that. For your spirit card, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. And with this, I'm just getting no longer waiting. This being a part of releasing that lack mentality, being strong in the mindset here. And the movement forward that's coming through with this horse, but then also the red energy from Mars energy related to Aries and Scorpio energy. I'm also getting a propelling energy with the sun and the moon energy coming together for you here. And that being very strong in your mental. The moon energy overall being about the mindset. So this is lovely energy here. I feel that that Three of Wands in reverse definitely connected to the physical energy of releasing lack mentality. Feeling left out in the cold. Realizing that, you know, the action starts with you. And if you want something, you go get it. And so with that being said, I'm just getting that you may have been out of sorts when it came to a situation or certain people. Really moving outside of yourself. Just to experience some difference here. And finding in that difference that it had you feeling a certain way that was not wanted. So you making that change from within yourself. And now seeing the result here as you're releasing lack mentality, but then also not waiting is what I'm getting here. Not waiting. Knowing that you've made an investment and that you will be seen through. That being a part of the illumination and awareness. And that the blessings will come to you naturally because of the energy that you have gracefully put out there. So when it comes to other people that may have left you out in the cold or had you feeling this way, because again, only you can put yourself in that position. Realizing that with that being said, you're putting yourself in a much better position here by not having this mentality or feeling this way physically. And then releasing that energy of waiting when it comes to your spirit here. And going after what it is that you want. 3 energy coming through connected to Empress energy. But then also 3rd house energy of Gemini. This being fire energy, your energy with the wands there. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and Ophiuchus. And it could be that a lot of you may have been waiting for a particular person or a situation to bring in some abundance for you. This being a very golden energy as well. Realizing that you can create your own gold is what I'm hearing. And not being dependent. Releasing codependency as well. And this one energy coming from the 19, breaking down. That being very important for you. And the individualism, the championship energy coming from you where you're supporting self and being independent and not codependent. I'm going to move this up here and we'll get to your clarifiers. We'll clarify the sun. Clarify the sun. Alright, so this wanted to peek out. I'm not going to do all of these cards because this is a hefty little stack here. We'll do what flip. We'll take a peek behind here too. We have King of Swords on the bottom here. So there being some reflective energy connected to that sun, that just confirming everything that was coming through, facing fears and shadows, possibly being a return to the past of that feeling of being left out in the cold, and then also to the waiting energy. And this all being transformative energy to help come into that rebirth and greater awareness. The sun card comes after the moon card, the card of 18 being the moon in the major arcana, right before the sun. So again, not just speaking to even more of that balance, but the transformative energy, the supportive energy of mother and father energy here. You also gaining more clarity, awareness, knowledge, and wisdom here with this King of Swords. Finding truth and being truth. Delivering truth and standing for truth. Also having a new beginning when it comes to truth here, seeing the sword. Connected to the one energy. Just seeing this as you accomplishing and it being a part of this happy energy. Almost as if it's a trophy here. Giving ode to the past and being able to release. So you're definitely being on the right path. King energy is a part of Emperor energy. That being a card of 4 in the major arcana. And that 4 being connected to Cancer energy. 4th house energy of Cancer. Swords energy overall is air energy. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. But with the 4 of Wands here, that being more of that 4 energy connected to the Emperor energy and then also Cancerian energy. Stability, home energy, happiness in the home is what I'm getting. This may also be about rebirth connected to a new home with the renewal energy coming through. You cutting off what no longer serves is bringing in greater blessings and abundance here for you and allowing you to be in that transformative energy to regenerate. And that did come through in the moon card reading as well. There's also being a union energy here. So with the home energy and the union energy and coming together, that baby energy also wanting to come through as well. And I'm seeing almost the energy of like a little baby here in the water, in the basin. The white energy being there too. And this is more of your energy, fire energy. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and Ophiuchus. Being a great protector when it comes to the home here is what I'm also getting to. And this being a part of manifesting with this being in the mind energy here. Let's see what we have behind here. Death in reverse. So this just speaking to this being a part of the cycle, going through that death process that leads to the rebirth energy here. This could also be illumination when it comes to a Scorpio energy and the ending that's coming through, connected to the not waiting energy. You no longer waiting for a particular person or a particular energy or situation that has to do with Scorpionic energy. That having to do with sex, secrecy, finances, occult energy. So we'll leave that. This is a pretty good stack. If we got enough time, I want to not keep this too long here. We'll take a glance at what's underneath there. There's quite a bit underneath there. And then this wanting to make itself known here too, this King of Swords. This could also be too, if this isn't about you, this could definitely be who it is that you were dealing with in the past here. But I am getting strongly you being in this power here. Communicative, very blunt with your words, straight to the point. Having that reflection energy, doing the work, having this trophy energy of this new start and the Ace of Swords, beginning on truth. Healing the past and saying goodbye to the past, releasing the past here in order to bring about this renewal and rebirth energy. And that being a part of that death card in reverse there too. All right. Actually, what I'm going to do, since we still have to shuffle, I'm going to, and we already got these two energies here. We'll just leave those two and I'll put this back here. Okay, we'll take a glance. I'm hearing, no, take a glance. So we will. So we have the High Priestess. We have the King of Wands in reverse. 7 of Swords. And this is all about illumination. 4 of Cups in reverse. 9 of Wands. The Sun in reverse. And the Queen of Swords. Ooh, spicy. So there being an ending between a Queen of Swords and the illumination energy wanted to come through when I set that down right underneath here. Possibly an ending, but I'm also getting this being about the balance within oneself here. The masculine and the feminine energy connected to that 3. and also the rebirth energy here too as well. And everything that you've gone through and experienced here. So this being one of the gifts that's come through. King of Wands in reverse. I'm just getting this being energy that you may have dealt with, who was very strong in the ego. Possibly quite stubborn. This being connected to the Emperor energy that wanted to come through as well. And there being Seven of Swords energy, lying, deception, stealing, backstabbing, betrayal, third-party energy that's coming through. All connected to the Seven of Swords here. This could be to an uncovering here when it comes to another person, or this being a couple here that was exposed in the light here, connected to a third-party situation. A High Priestess energy and a King of Wands. That could be very well possible too. Libra energy coming through with the 7. Taurus energy coming through with the High Priestess. And this may not be a couple. This could be an association as well here too. 4 of Cups, I'm just getting that as you no longer being bored. Your Leo energy. And I do feel, again, that you may have tried a situation or situations with certain individuals, certain things, certain contracts that being a part of your purpose to go through those experiences to gain what it is that you gain, knowledge and wisdom, learning lessons, and completing karmic cycles. But no longer, because those cycles are completed here, you're able to move forward here. And I'm seeing this bird go this way. In the upright, it would be moving towards the past. So no longer being focused on the past either. Saying goodbye to the past, and that was coming through here. 9 of Wands is about overcoming and accomplishing here, but also a tired energy. Having done quite a bit. Going through a very lengthy process of transformative energy, but coming out successfully here. Into greater spirituality too, with that 9 representation of Sagittarius. But blessings also coming through with the gold scarab and the ruler of Sagittarius being Jupiter. Pisces energy is present here along with Gemini. So more reinforcement from the Jupiter blessings, and then also Mercury energy. 9s are also about completion. With the Sun in reverse, and this being connected to the Queen of Swords, I do feel that this is about the delicacy of you and trying out that something new here, stepping into the darkness, possibly not realizing that that's what this was, but it being very, 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 very transformative for you. Helping one to have more knowledge and wisdom. It's like graduating, going through the darkness and all these experiences here, and overcoming and accomplishing, and coming into this King of Swords here from this Queen of Swords, finding that balance from within. So we'll go ahead and we'll put this back and we'll see, actually, let's go ahead and we'll leave it since these wanted to come out. We'll leave these here since they've already been put into the atmosphere, and we'll just leave these here. And this one as well. We'll scoot all these over. All right, so then we'll clarify the 5 of Pentacles. Let me move just a little bit here so we can see all the cards too. That High Priestess really not wanting to be in the mix here, which is totally understandable. It's about that intuitiveness and that gaining of the gifts of greater knowledge and wisdom, being the keeper of secrets. Very beautiful energy as well. I didn't speak much on that. But it also being right before the Empress energy. In between the Magician and the Empress energy. But I'm just getting that as being a high divine connection here. And being a part of that illumination. And more of that elevation for you with the sun and the moon connection. And this being a very strong connector of Cancerian energy, but moon energy too. I was also getting, with that birth energy and that Basin energy, this white covering, that white portion right there being very similar to that energy there. All right, so let's clarify the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify the five. We have the Hierophant in reverse, and that was coming through with the 5 energy. So we have another 5 in reverse. This being a contract, being over. Releasing the lack mentality, feeling left out in the cold. And I do feel it's related to the connection with another person or a situation. You making the change for yourself and no longer feeling left out in the cold, in the mental, being strong here and healed. And in doing so, it's allowing all of that energy that was no longer resonating for you to just fall away. You being very strong in the mind, creating that change for you overall. This adding up to a 10, giving me Wheel of Fortune energy, with the Wheel of Fortune being a card of 10 in the Major Arcana, with the 5 and 5 coming together here. So that's simply coming through, meaning that there. Taurus energy here too as well. We have the Earth energy. So strong Taurus possibly that you may have been dealing with. And we do have counterpart energy with that High Priestess and the Hierophant energy coming through for your reading. So definitely getting the ending of a contract here. You protecting self when it comes to your mental, but also when it comes to the home, and you manifesting greater and new for yourself that's more stable. And it being very supportive energy for you that's helping you to be stronger, to have greater awareness, and to move accordingly. Clarify the Three of Wands in reverse. I can find that. And this wanted to show too the Ten of Wands being in reverse as well. We have strong 10 energy that wanted to come through there. 10, 10. Those two 10s coming together to create the Judgment energy. So reaping what one has been sowing. And I do feel a part of that waiting energy that was taking place with a particular contract. That just being an unjust situation for you. You, again, having greater awareness is causing a wonderful change from within yourself. And not being the greatest with the Swords energy and the Seven of Swords that came through. That's in that stack there. And I'm also getting strong Three of Swords with the Seven of Swords and then the Ten of Swords being here. And just that Three of Swords that makes up that Ten of Swords from that Seven of Swords. But there being endings when it comes to something very painful. It just being very painful for you, but being very beneficial for you as well. You taking it and manifesting more positivity rather than falling down and staying down. You transmuting the energy of what you've experienced here and creating endings for yourself to bring better for yourself here, greater stability. So this being fire energy here, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, and Ophiuchus, your energy. And then the air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius here with the Ten of Swords. Indecisiveness, Five of Swords, doing whatever it takes to win at all costs, and that Three of Swords coming through here. Energetically, that was being felt. Connected to the Seven of Swords, deception, lying, deceit, betrayal, backstabbing. We have Seven of Cups, so not waiting because you're no longer confused. Or being put in some kind of trance is what I'm hearing too. or allowing yourself to be put in this because you're stronger, I should say here. Allowing these situations to build you up and help you to gain. 7's being about you being on the right path here. This also being a card of Pisces. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and a Fucus. This could also be to releasing a lot of options here, going through a process of elimination and bringing it down to a certain number for yourself. That has to do with the protectedness that's coming through and the reflection that took place for you, getting to where it is that you currently are now. We have the Emperor. So very possible you coming into this Emperor energy because of the stubbornness I do feel from a reversal energy from an Emperor here, being connected to this waiting energy. Waiting for your ships to come in, feeling this lack energy all the while. This just being over. You ending a contract very strongly by being very strong in your moon energy here and it all being here. Coming into this Emperor energy by experiencing this particular Emperor energy that wants to come through as reversal energy. I do feel with this being upright is speaking to you overcoming and that being connected to that 9 of Wands energy. That being strong of Fucus energy too, with the 9 of Wands being the card of Chiron. But more of that 4 energy coming through connected to your stability and unconditional love. Love for self, but also building empires here. This just being about the strength from within you here. This being strong Aries here too. But you taking what it is that you've been dealt and making it work in your favor here. This being a stance of abundance here too, where I'm getting Hangman energy as well. So you having that strong connection with divine, being one of very few who's able to connect and tap in and receive those downloads, and it being right here with the High Priestess and the Sun card in your mind energy. Beautiful energy that's coming through. This is fabulous. But you also moving forward, looking forward to what it is that you have created, having new beginnings, being independent, being very strong, being a true boss in your own life here. And just overall excited for what's coming here. You being very successful in overcoming and very powerful. Father energy is also present here too. And we'll leave this on top. But also connected to that Empress energy, and that, again, speaking to the balance, that being very similar to the King of Swords and Queen of Swords in the journey from being at that Queen of Swords energy, moving into that King of Swords where it's a little bit more definite and straight to the point, but also very protective energy here. And you maintaining that stability and that balance when it comes to masculine, feminine, and divine energy. Empress energy here. Emperor energy here. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles on the bottom. I'm just getting that as being a part of your prosperity, but what you experienced here and why you're no longer waiting or allowing yourself to feel left out in the cold, realizing that other individuals didn't want to work with you. But you want to work with you, and with you wanting to work with you because you realize how awesome you are, you know and have that awareness that others who are in alignment with you will definitely want to work with you. And I do feel that that's what you're moving into and excited about. Beautiful reading here, Leo Moons. All right, let's get to your final card for Leo Moons. The Emperor is also a very loving energy and a go-getter, one who goes for what it is that they want. All right, so we have that Death card again in reverse. Major Arcana coming out twice. This being about a significant ending and a cycle being completed and over. That rebirth energy coming through very strongly. Speaking to the strength of you in the mental here. Being connected to your moon energy here. But there being a strong evidence here of a completion and ending. And it being very transformative. With 2 death energies coming through. That just speaking to the amount of what it is that you've experienced, the depths of what it is that you had to go through in order to really truly face the darkness, to move into your light energy here. Getting back to the essence and the true being of you here, Leos. And then we have the sun. Twice. Twice as nice. Double the pleasure, double the fun is what I'm getting. Again, the card of 19, this being about that new energy that's coming through, the new beginnings and the happiness. Seeing the mask coming off of here, that being about that rebirth and the old ways of being no longer here. You realizing a lot of what you've experienced, you didn't have to. You did because it's a part of what has helped you to grow. But you having greater awareness and clarity here. And also the energy of moving towards the future here. There's movement of this energy as if it's going towards the past. I do feel that that's a part of the way that you're maneuvering here. Almost like you're surfing on air. Time traveling possibly, that being a part of your purpose. But with the facial energy being towards the future here, I'm just getting this being connected to that Emperor energy there. Being able to take this mask, having that accomplishment, this being a part of that reward, coming through with that sword of truth and that new beginning with the sword of truth there, starting anew in truth, unmasked, and this being a part of crown energy, connected to this Emperor energy is what I'm getting there. The vulnerable energy just being more of that truth. And then for the baby energy, that coming through and possibly it being a surprise about a baby, but this coming to the light. Coming out of the darkness and into the light. Again, the happiest card of the deck. And with that 1 and the 9, the 1 energy being about the new beginnings, the 9 energy being about the completions and the renewal, and the sun shining on through to bring in that joy, happiness, healing, love, and abundance. Because I'm also seeing this scarf energy here, almost as an umbilical cord here too, for the baby energy. There being success, and congratulations to anyone who is giving birth. Beautiful energy. Beautiful energy here. This is awesome. All right. So, Leo Moons, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching for you. Things are turning in your favor. This being on the bottom of the deck, I couldn't help it. We have the wheel here. We'll leave this also uncovered here. This 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Let's see what we have here too. Oh, look at that. A wish coming true and through with the star. That being right before the moon energy too. Beautiful energy here. And that vulnerability. You staying patient and balanced. Making things work in your favor. Giving that ode to the past. Any kind of negative energy. Being destined and favored here as well. And that moon energy being a part of that star energy and the sun energy overall. That being a combination of all right there in this star card here. That's so pretty. This being a card of 17, that 1 and that 7, creating the 8 of abundance, but very strong Scorpio energy too. I love this, Leo Moons. Enjoy these beautiful blessings that you are bringing in for yourself. Enjoy this prosperity and keep going and keep doing what it is that you're doing. As you move through and move forward, you continue to be strong and set powerful, wonderful leadership examples for those that are also growing. And I do feel it's connected to the child energy too, and the representation. and your true boss here. Wonderful energy. So again, I hope that these readings were enlightening, enriching, empowering, and helpful for you. Thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers. And until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.